In this video, I want to teach you the basics of one-point perspective. Here are the supplies you're going to need: a pencil, a ruler, or a straight edge of any kind. So this could be just another piece of paper, especially a sturdy piece of paper that you can use for a straight edge, and an eraser is always helpful to have as well. You're going to start off by making a straight line across the page. It doesn't have to be perfectly in the middle, but it's nice to have it in the middle. This is going to be called your horizon line. I want you to draw this really, really lightly. I'm gonna draw it pretty dark though, just so that you can see it a little bit better. But you should draw this lightly because eventually I want you to erase this line. So that's where we're gonna start. The next thing you're going to do is draw the vanishing point, which hopefully you remember from the previous video. The vanishing point is the point where all of the lines lead to. So I'm just going to make this somewhere close to the center and put a little dot right there. This should also be pretty light on your paper because you're going to erase it eventually as well. So this is the vanishing point. And this, we said, is the horizon line. You don't need to label these on your drawings. I'm just labeling them for you to remember. The next thing that I'm going to do is just draw some shapes that are above and below the line. I'm going to use my ruler to draw some of them. I'm going to draw one down here. Don't make them too close to the vanishing point because then it makes it kind of tricky to actually do the next step. So I'm going to draw a rectangle here. And I'm going to trace this to make a circle up here. And I will make a square right here. And again, these can be anywhere on your page, but it's easiest if we start off by making them not too close to your horizon line or vanishing point. All right, so I got a square here, and then I'm just going to draw an organic shape over here, just however I want. All right. So now we are going to draw what's called orthogonal lines, and these orthogonal lines will represent the sides of each one of these shapes as they turn into 3D forms. What I'm going to do is line up my ruler or straight edge with my vanishing point. All lines are going to connect to that vanishing point. And I'm going to swing my ruler around until it hits the edge of that first shape right there. I'm going to line it back up with my vanishing point, and I'll draw a line straight to that vanishing point. Make sure you use a ruler. That's really important to making this look good. Now I'm going to swing the ruler around, keeping it on the vanishing point until I hit this corner right here, and I'll connect to the vanishing point again. I'm going to keep my ruler on the vanishing point and then swing it around until I hit that last corner of my square, making sure it also connects to the vanishing point. I'll draw that line. Can you see how that already starts to look 3D? Now I'll come down here and do the exact same thing to this shape. I'll start off on the vanishing point and swing my ruler around till I hit that first edge of the rectangle right here. And draw my line to the vanishing point, making sure I'm using the ruler. I'll swing this around again until I hit that edge and connect it to the vanishing point again. And then I'm gonna try to get this little corner right there, but can you see how I can just barely connect it to that line? It's gonna be a really thin space between that last line I drew. Connect it to the vanishing point there. Now we're gonna move on to some more complicated shapes like the circle and then this organic shape that I drew over here. I am going to erase where it says vanishing point because it's gonna get in my way. All right, I'm gonna take my ruler, connect it to the vanishing point, and swing my ruler around until it hits the edge of the circle right there. And now I can draw my line connecting to the vanishing point. Now I'm gonna swing my ruler around again, making sure it's still connected to the vanishing point until I hit the edge of the shape there. And and connect again. Now I'm gonna do the same thing to this shape. Connect to the vanishing point, and I'll swing my ruler around until I hit an edge of that shape, right there. And draw my line to the vanishing point. Remember, all lines connect to the vanishing point. Swing the ruler around again until I hit another edge right here. Whoops, connect it to the vanishing point. And I also have, let's see if these corners work. I'm not gonna draw from this corner here, because if I do, here, I'll draw it really lightly to show you. Can you see how that kind of goes behind the shape? So it's not important for me to draw that line. And if I swing it around to this corner of the shape right there, I'm gonna draw it really lightly just to show you, but I don't need to draw this line either, because that line would go behind the shape, so it would get erased later as well. So now you can see how I've made 4 different shapes look 3-dimensional by using the vanishing point. This is just the basics. If you want to learn how to draw like a picture of a street with the buildings using 1-point perspective, I'll post some videos on how you can do that as well.